Hello and welcome. Today we're going to have a guided visualization on creating money. Oh boy, we're going to be planting some of those seeds and we're going to create it out of thin air. And sometimes we really need to do that, don't we? And if you have good money karma, it just shows up every which way. It's amazing what can happen if you let go of some of those things holding you back. Hello, I'm Carol DeChaine, and I'm a transformational life coach and Marconic energy light worker. And that basically means that if you're going through times that are difficult and you need a little help, I can help you in a big way to find what really is there that you want for yourself, and then raising yourself up so that you can make those changes and have a life-changing experience in the very best way to find your joy. So if you're ready, we're going to go right into this guided visualization, and I am going to help you to plant some of that money and create new. Get relaxed and let's get moving here. First, find a comfortable place, a comfortable position that you can stay in just at least for a few minutes. And close your eyes and realize that those worries about money or about having enough money can shift in the blink of an eye. Now, if you feel tension surrounding that statement I just made, let's work on releasing that right now. That's just one of those things showing up, those limiting beliefs that we don't need to deal. We don't need to keep. When they come up, we can just say, I don't need to deal with you because I can let you go if you're ready. So start breathing a little deeper, feeling grounded into your body. I'm not going to take you off anywhere today. I'm going to ground you right into your body. So feel your body getting heavier. Every bit of your body like it's weighted down, those new weighted blankets they have. Feeling more and more relaxed, more and more comfortable, but still wide awake. More and more feeling like there are no worries and no problems in this world that you can't handle. Again, if I say something and you go, uh-oh, just look at it and say, oh, don't worry about it now. Just let it go. Feel like maybe you've had a drink or two where you're just totally relaxed and you go, oh, okay, it's not important right now. You can always pick those problems up later should you be so inclined, but you won't need to. And now, the reason you came here was because there's something about money that you feel there's a problem with. Perhaps you don't feel you have good money karma, or perhaps you seem to have proof that every time something good happens with money, something else comes up that takes it right away from you. Or perhaps you just don't have what you need and you're not in a good place. For either circumstantial reasons, like a divorce or a job loss or something like that, or maybe something worse where someone swindled you, or whatever reason there is, simply breathe the moment. And I want you to realize deep in your being that you aren't connected to only one source of money. If you want to think of it as one source, as in God or in the universe, that's one thing. But if you look at it as one source, which is your job, that's not true. Money can come from many different places. And while the lottery is nice, that's a little more rare. You can have people leave you money, but you can also have unexpected small things show up. A $20 bill in a pocket you totally forgot about and could swear you never put in there. There are all sorts of things. Someone might buy you lunch when you expected to buy them lunch. Or someone might offer you a trip. It has happened when I was married. That happened a number of times. Know that these things are all possible. Open up your mind to many different possibilities for how your money will grow for you. And right now, the way we're going to create the money is I want you to look as though you were walking outside in either your backyard, if you have one, or someone you love's backyard, or perhaps a park, somewhere where there's a tree that you like or love or have noticed at least numerous times. And as you see that tree in your mind's eye, walk towards it and decide to plant around that tree. This is your money tree. This is a tree you can visualize often. And I'd like you to look down at your hand and realize that you have coins in your hand. And they don't look like regular coins. You're thinking, well, these are different. I can't actually spend them. So what can I do with them? And realize that the tree is almost making holes for you around its base to plant these coins individually. And as you start to plant these coins in the ground, and you walk all the way around the tree, by the time you finish and you're back around to the front, you see seedlings starting to come up. And it's so quick. And before you know it, it starts getting larger, each one, and blossoming. And as you see the buds open, there's a coin in every bud. And as they start flowering, each flower, as it dies, produces a $100 bill for you. And you're in shock because all of these are money trees surrounded by this beautiful tree that you've had in your mind's eye. And every time you need money, you can simply come back to the trees. It's bushes at the moment, but they're going to be flowering into trees. And the more and the larger they get, the larger the currency that shows up. So whenever you need funds, you can come back to the tree and the bushes around it and just pluck off the money that you need. And every time you do that, you release a fear. You release a doubt. And next to each bush, there's a little shoot going down that you can release that fear into. The fear of not being worthy. The fear of not being good enough. Of not deserving the money. Of not perhaps having lack where if you have it, others won't have it. The fear that no one in your family has ever had this money, so you shouldn't either. Perhaps it's that you're not educated enough, so you don't deserve the large bills. But every time you pick a bill from any of these trees or a coin, you feel those fears dissipating. You feel them flying out of your energy field and collapsing against these bushes and dissolving. So you're not giving them to anyone else. They're dissolving. And as you watch these bushes get bigger surrounding this tree, they get bigger and bigger, and there's more and more cash, whatever denominations you want, showing up on these bushes. And as you realize that it's not just these bushes, but that your bank accounts are starting to grow, you're starting to find money in odd places. Things you may not think of are enriching you. You're creating money in different ways. As you release those fears next to the bushes and pick up the money, you'll find that maybe someone does offer you that trip, so you don't have to pay anything. Or perhaps Someone will give you free tickets to something that you've wanted to see but you couldn't afford, or you simply couldn't make time for it, and all of a sudden there it is, so you make it a priority. There are all sorts of things that can come into your life that are prosperity, that are creating this money in a different way. Perhaps something you make, a craft or jewelry or something that you make, will start selling, and you'll have this separate money stream coming in you didn't expect. Or perhaps someone will ask you to do a side job because you're so good at what you do, they want you to work for them separately. And if that happens, it's another stream of income that might come in. There are so many different ways you can create money. Have all of these ways come to you, allow them to come to you as you release this concern that there's only one way to have this money come to you. And as you look, as your bushes and the bushes have become more and more mature, you see the money rolling off of them. You don't need to protect them. No one is going to take them from you. And you don't need to covet them away from others, because you can be generous as you grow and as your worries about money get smaller and smaller. And as you shake off the fears and you see all those bushes you have with all that cash, just know that these bushes will always be there for you. You don't need to be concerned about a lack, because there is always an abundance for everyone. So the lack excuse isn't going to fly here. Just know you deserve it and you are worthy. So when you create the money, you don't need to create the expense that matches it or is bigger than that. Just know they can flow easily and you can have as much as you want, however it comes to you. And now that you've seen and felt what that feels like to have as much as you want, with all those bushes just giving you money, know that life can be that easy. You can create money. I've seen it happen time and time again from many different sources, and it just rolls in when you least expect it, or perhaps when you most need it. And as you breathe and you become more aware of where you're sitting, just know that this is a possibility. Imagine it whenever you have the chance. A few minutes every day would be great. Just knowing that you have the power to create money or cash or assets or whatever you like, that is something that makes you feel more secure or makes it more fun to live, to be able to travel or do whatever you want to do. You are worthy. You can create money. Plant some, and you'll be able to watch it grow. And as you come back fully more awake and alert and ready to go, remember those seeds that you planted and those bushes that are there giving you money all the time. Will you accept it, or will you kind of deaden the branches and kill the trees and bushes? Let them grow, and they'll be there for you over and over again. Thank you for being with me here today. I'm Carol DeChaine. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, that would be wonderful. Hopefully you get a lot out of these meditations and visualizations. And you also can listen to the Joy Corner, which has a mantra for the week, as well as other energy space clearing videos, Marconic videos, all sorts of things that will help you grow and find your higher self and connect to who you want to be in this life to find more joy. And if you'd like to have a blog once a week, that will be below this video, and you can sign up for that, as well as a 30-minute session with me if you'd like to find out if it's something that I can help you with that you're going through. Until next time, blessings.